Hey there, I'm Luke. This is going to be quite an information-based video. So many things have happened in special education over the course of the last 50 years or so. Before a focus on special education, life was pretty bleak for many children and adults who were viewed as being different. Many years ago, there was this girl who fit the description different perfectly. She was born completely healthy, but her life took a devastating turn. She lost both her ability to see and hear when she was almost 2 years old. Could you imagine being a parent of a sweet, hyper, smart little girl who all of a sudden lost two of her most important senses at the same time? Her parents were devastated. They searched for answers, but at that time, none existed. They scoured the country, feverishly searching for something, anything that could help their beautiful little girl. Imagine what she was going through. At 2 years old, children can't really comprehend what's going on in their body, especially when she was able to both see and hear before she became sick. Then they were both gone. This amazing little girl grew up to be quite unruly, out of control, only adding to the frustration, depression, and hopelessness that her parents felt. Imagine not being able to communicate with your own daughter. Years passed, and finally, one day, her parents found what they believed to be the answer. A communications expert who was up for the challenge. After all, they had tried everything, but would continue to try anything that came their way. Because by that time, they had dedicated their lives to one cause, to help their daughter succeed. In a time when nothing was defined or available to children like this sweet girl or anyone else who had often misunderstood challenges, her parents were forced to fight alone. Lucky for us today, we are not alone. We have a path that's been forged by generations before us. Though not perfect, some would even argue it's completely broken, filled with potholes, red tape, and even some roadblocks along the way. But it's still a defined journey, one subject to human error, lack of resources, and too often, misunderstandings. I'm going to take you on a quick journey down the special education path that was created, leading us to where we are today. Specifically, how the IEP or Individualized Education Plan came to be. All of this on today's episode of Special Education Decoded. The development of the word IEP or Individualized Education Plan came into existence about 50 years ago in the United States. Here's a brief timeline providing the basics and most important milestones. Let's start with special education during the 1970s. In 1973, the Rehabilitation Act was forged. This guaranteed rights for all individuals with disabilities. It also mandated that schools were required to provide accommodations. And it allowed children to better access their surroundings and curriculum. The Education for All Handicapped Act of 1975, this required that all schools provide free and appropriate education, or FAPE. For the first time, least restrictive environments were required. This is also when Individualized Education Plans, or IEPs, began being developed. Now let's jump ahead a couple of decades to 1997. This is when the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, was signed into law. IDEA emphasized the creation and implementation of the IEP. It was designed to keep children's needs in mind first and foremost. So much more was put into place for children with special needs. Today, a lot has been developed in the world of special education. Schools are held more accountable for IEPs and other documents. There are tons more individualized options available. Teaching strategies are more well known for specific needs. A process for special education is well defined. With that said, there are some serious problems mounting today in special education. Without a change in direction, we just may be heading for trouble. Some of the more immediate problems, our classroom sizes are literally busting at the seams. These massive classrooms are leading to serious burnout in teachers. A large influx of special education diagnoses have taken place as we understand more about certain challenges children exhibit. There are mountains of paperwork requirements for teachers today. These documents help keep everyone informed, but put a massive strain on a teacher's time. And finally, due to classroom sizes growing, less one-on-one time is taking place. Now let's cover some solutions to today's problems. First, an increasing number of parents are seeking outside, individual, one-on-one expert help. This can include things such as occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, online education, tutoring. And yes, we do provide assistance in this area. The most important thing is that you as a parent take your child's education into your own hands. This can be accomplished in many ways. A couple examples include special education advocate, an expert, non-biased assistance. You see, had this defined process been around for that sweet, lost, and afraid little girl, things may have been different. If nothing else, her parents would have had a place to turn, a plan to find their little angel the help she desperately needed. Luckily, her parents refused to give up, never stopped searching, never stopped fighting, and in their case, the unyielding effort they put in worked. Helen Keller got the help she needed, and instead of allowing the world and her circumstance simply to happen to her, she became a beacon for change. She helped bring about a massive movement for people with disabilities, triggering, in part, the process we just covered. Because her parents and her lifelong teacher, Ann Sullivan, refused to give up. Today, lifelines like these are more accessible, more defined, and more plentiful than at any time in history. It starts with the fighting spirit, the unwillingness to accept mediocrity, and a solid focus on success. We at SpecialEdResource.com are here to help parents and children with special needs navigate through the confusing, stressful, and often lonely journey of special education. If you take one thing from all of this, know that unlike Helen Keller's parents over 100 years ago, you are not alone. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel and sharing this video. If you have suggestions on what you'd like to see for upcoming videos or questions on this one, please leave a comment. We love interacting with our incredible community and strive to help simplify the crazy world of special education. From all of us at SpecialEdResource.com, thank you for watching this episode of Special Education Decoded. See you in the next video.